There weren't people running around
Yeah.
shooting people and kids
Oh, hell
doing what
no.
they do now.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, but they tell us we can't whip them now.
No.
But they can lock their ass up and make money off of them.
Yeah.
And that's I think it's a whole setup. I think it's like, don't let parents whip them. Then they'll grow up and be badasses, and then we can incarcerate them for-profit prisons now. Because they don't learn to respect authority at an early age, so they break laws pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have no fear. Then they wonder, why the hell am I in jail? Because Daddy didn't whip that ass like you needed it. When
No,
you
and
were
they threaten
5.
you because I have one that's my granddaughter.
went to
She
jail.
threatens me.
I went to jail for slapping my daughter in the face one time.
I hand her the phone.
Yeah. Now,
No, I didn't.
what's your relationship
I'm
like
hearing
with your daughter?
echo.
Yeah.
Today? It's better. I mean, I told her, it wasn't great at first, but I mean, when I went to court, the judge and the DA talked, and then they called my daughter up there, and then the DA said, Your Honor, in the case of Featherby versus Featherby, we find that this case would be frivolous. We would ask that you dismiss it and make the complainant pay the court costs. So she had to pay court costs, and they threw it out and called it frivolous. However, I'd already given an attorney $1,000 to represent me, and I didn't get that shit back, of course. But in hindsight, I told my child and I were having an argument, and it was really not an argument because it was about what day I was going to take her to school because she had to go to college, and I was going to do it on a Saturday. She wanted to go on the Sunday, and I said, nope, that's going to be the last day before, and it's going to be packed with all these out-of-town parents. So we'll go Saturday. That way, if I have to make another trip, I've got an extra day to do that. So we'll do it on Saturday, and that gives us an extra day if I need to make a special trip.
Right.
And she was like, nope, I'm doing it. I'm going to the zoo on Saturday. I'm like, well, listen, I'm going to make an executive decision because I'm the one transporting your ass up there. So if I'm taking you, you going on Saturday. That's how it's going to be. And I don't know what she was feeling. I don't know what was in her that day, but she looked at me and she said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm grown. I can do what the fuck I want. And I'm going to pop. I didn't even think about it.
Bing.
I didn't even think about it. She's never even cursed around me. I'm like, you must be on some kind of narcotic because you the motherfucker. Who? Fuck who? You just said fuck you to me?
I'm your daddy.
And I have been a single daddy for 5 years. So I done no, hell will be no fucking me up in this house. You ain't going to say that shit. And boy, I've never ever struck any of my children. Ever. So here she was 19, and I popped that jaw, and she looked at me like, oh my God. I'm like,
that was the blow of shock. It wasn't about the pain. It was a shock factor, I'm sure, that just blew her away. Because if you've never done that before, that was not expected.
No, it wasn't.
The surprise response.
But I didn't expect it. It was like the doctor hit my knee with a rubber hammer. It was a reflex.
Yeah.
And so then she backed up and said, I'll fight you. I'm grown. I'll fight you. She drew her fist back, and I'm like,
No,
So
honey, you don't want to do that.
And we were packing her stuff. So I went old school. We had a 6-foot extension cord laying on the bed, a little white drop cord. I grabbed it and hit her legs with it, like Grandmama used to do me.
That's right.
And so then then I got mad. I'm like, you know what? You're right. You are grown. So get your grown ass the hell out of my house.
Right.
I didn't say hell.
And get on up to school on your own.
And when you act like you can talk to me like you got some sense, then you can come back in this house. I need your door key too. And when you act like you got some sense, you want to come in here and fix this. And so she left, and I helped her leave. I was angry at that point. I threw her little cubic refrigerator in the front yard. I don't even remember throwing a refrigerator out the front door. And the police came, and they're like, why is there milk and eggs and shit in the yard? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, because he threw my refrigerator out the door. I'm like, I must have blacked out. I had an anger blackout. And so she went with her little girlfriend. Her little girlfriends came and got her, and they went and waited to exhale that night, I think, and got lifted and they gassed her up. And so the next morning she went to the magistrate and told him that I beat her with a drop cord. And they came and arrested my ass for assault.
Yeah. They'll do it.
So
and that's what happens. Your friends or dysfunctional family members will get in your head, get you all pumped up, and have you go do stuff like that. It happens all the time.
So in hindsight, I told her, I'm like, sweetheart, I had an inappropriate reaction to a very inappropriate action. So I think we both had something to play in that. And I'm just saying my reaction was inappropriate, and it had never happened that way. So I just want to clean my side of the street and let you know that I love you, and I'm sorry that happened. I think, we both know that things could have been differently if both of us would have acted differently. So I just wanted to move forward from it.
And what was her response?
It was not immediate, but her actions, that happened in 2014. I mean, today she tells me, I cleaned my side of the street, and then she sent me a letter shortly thereafter telling me that, she just wants to move on and she loves me and she hated that day happened. And that was enough for me. I didn't need her to say I'm wrong or anything. I mean, and she's proved it with her actions. I mean, she calls me. We hang out. I mean, it's no need to mull that over. Let's just leave it alone.
Well, it's closure.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. And sometimes, not sometimes, that's what needs to happen when bad things go down.
And you don't bring it up again. You don't get mad and bring it back up.
Because that's not going to do anything. It's not going to help.
No.
It's just going to regurgitate bullshit.
Resentment is a spiritual illness, and I try to get it out of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
Well, that's good. That's good that you were able to get to some type of closure, and closure is closure when both parties can exhale on it and say, okay, I feel better now. And you have to do that in your own way. Some people say closure, you have to say, I'm sorry, and hug and kiss and everything. At that point, it's closure. Well, maybe that's appropriate in certain situations, but sometimes people just can't get to that point of saying, Dad, I'm really sorry for my actions. I mean, that's what we all want to hear. But some people, for whatever reasons, whether it's ego or they just can't get to that point. But if you accept it, and if you can get them to get to that point, I think that's closure. That's a level of closure, at least. And you have to accept that and move on. But if you're sitting around with, that jive turkey never really said he was sorry, so, I don't know if I really forgive him. But, I'll just let it go. Whatever. Let it go. Move on. Especially when it's your parents. I mean, parents are parents. They're at the top of the food chain. And I think that has to be respected. Even if you think they're wrong. And I know I hear some young folks out there say, no, Lee, you crazy. No, my daddy was a jackass to the extraordinary level. Okay, but that's still your daddy. That's still your mama. That's still your grandparents, whoever it might be. It's your dysfunctional uncle. That every time you have the Saturday cookout, he come over there and get drunk and turn over the picnic table.
And want his third cousin to sit on his lap.
Yeah, right.
Come here, girl.
Louise,
come here, girl. Sit on Uncle's lap.
You're looking good today. Look at that. Oh, come here, girl. But he's had one Budweiser too many.
Accidentally brushing up on your daughter's titties for and shit. I got a cousin like that. He'd be like, brother, I'm sorry, man. I accidentally brushed on Ashley's titty when I was over there. I'm like, man, you do that all the time when you're drunk. Quit grabbing my daughter's titty and saying you accidentally brushed up her titty.
The next time I'm going to give you lights out.
I'm accidentally going to brush up against your jaw next time you do that shit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Carrying on.
Well, there's some crazy people in our families, and I say all the time, you gotta, check those dysfunctional family members.
Yeah.
They're just over the top.
But certain children, have to understand that, there is a place of respect. You just said before about respecting your parents and your grandparents and people in your family who are older than you. And the ones that get in trouble the most are the ones who think they know better or more than their own parents. See, that's where they lose the battle at. It is impossible to know more. And once again, I use myself as an example. No, yeah, you're a teenager. You think you know everything, but I never thought I knew more than my parents.
No.
They were the hierarchy.
Yep. You can go. You can go in your room and say, "Man, I'm so mad at that fool." Whatever. But it ain't gonna change. That's still your mother or your father. And one thing in other cultures, especially European and the Asian Rim or whatever, old folks are not kicked to the curb or disrespected or disregarded. They're held at a higher level and with respect. And we don't do that in our culture here in the U.S.
But I think they're even starting to change now.
Yeah, because we've messed up their minds.
No, I don't think we've messed them up. It's just they've changed too.
Well, where did the influence come from? When they came over here, they fell into our culture and our beliefs, and they got all screwed up, man. We're crazy. Americans are nuts.
Yeah, but over in those countries, I've told you, women will fight right in the streets. You mess with their man, I told you, they can be vicious. So they're no different.
They can be what? Vicious or bitches?
Vicious. I've never heard of a woman in the United States.
Vicious bitches.
They're vicious bitches.
Catching your man cheating, and you and your friends hold her down and put hot peppers in her poo-hoo area.
Hoo-hoo.
Her poo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo.
Her vagina
Hoo-hoo, that's a drink, right?
You guys probably might drink it.
I'm sorry.
I had a yoo-hoo about a month ago.
Little Suge Avery.
And that thing was horrible. And I don't know why people still...
Was it cold?
Yeah.
You got to get it ice cold. And get it ice cold is good.
Oh, man, it was garbage.
What's going on right here?
I'm still trying to get Facebook to work.
Well,
yeah.
And
Lee, I sent you
you look
a
nice
song.
today, too. Your hair's cut. And you're not
he got
looking
his ears lowered.
Yeah, his hair's cut.
Oh. Well, I got a haircut 10 days ago.
Your camera ain't working?
Boy, he must be on his period today.
Who?
You.
Why you say that?
Because you just constantly talk back to me.
Oh.
Quit talking back, because they won't see me slap the shit out of you.
Carol, did you see that? Did you see that picture when Carol was
You're gonna make me
put
put the camera on you. That's what's gonna go down. You know?
The Jehovah's Witness. Is my mic on?
Yeah, your mic is on.
Oh, okay. Is it loud? Did the echo stop? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, it happens when I'm talking. It's less.
Yeah, I just signed out and signed back in, and it seems to have. There must have been something in the.
Yeah, I think it's your
Chrome.
headphones.
No, it ain't my headphones, because even when I turned them down earlier, I could see the meters jumping when you were talking.
And it's crosstalk in your computer.
Yeah, it's something in Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
I just probably need to reboot.
No, it's been like that forever, man. It's all jacked up.
You full of shit.
No.
You so full of shit, your eyes are brown.
Can you smell it?
No. You smell that? It's Lee, because he's the shit. Carol, did you see that picture of you going to the door with the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, I showed it to her.
Did you see that, Lee?
What?
I mean, Chris.
The picture of the naked woman.
No, I haven't seen it, no.
No, I didn't see it.
Carol got tired of them Jehovah's Witnesses coming to her door. And so, hold on, I'll send you the picture right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Chris Bass. Here we go. Coming at you in 3, 2, and 1.
All right, got it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, she about to give somebody. I'm sorry, go ahead and read it.
And the Jehovah's Witnesses never returned.
Now, that'll back them up.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but that thing, she about to baptize him, man.
I'm going to tell you what, I would marry Soledad O'Brien right now if she walked in the room.
Oh, yes.
She is a very attractive lady, no question. I don't know what her
and her
personality
accent,
is like.
the way I've met her, she's unbelievable.
She's sweet. Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah, personality, beauty, and brains, and a great journalist too. By the way, I mean she does some great work.
Why do you think that she really hasn't had a long run as a like host? She does specials and stuff, but
she was on CNN and she did a bunch of great specials on there. She was there for a couple of years. I don't know why she left CNN, but I know she does. She's got some documentary stuff she does on some cable networks.
Right.
But I don't know. I love her. She don't take no shit. She's a very independent. She's not gonna sit there and be anybody's
flunky, huh?
Doormat. Yeah. She's. And I don't guess she has to either. So
interesting. What are you reading?
What's Carol laughing at?
Something crazy, I'm sure. What is it, Carol?
Nothing.
Yeah, it is. It's something.
Yeah,
You're over there laughing.
That little shit-eating laugh.
Right.
Did anybody watch the eclipse yesterday?
No. Was there something? Was that yesterday? I heard something about that.
No. Well, here in California, we didn't get much of it.
Carol, I'll send you a videotape of it. I copied it. I'll show you the eclipse.
My cousin did one because she works for one of the news channels.
I'm gonna send it to you right now, Carol. Hold on, Carol.
Did you see the one was a Big Bird from that cartoon, and he's out there looking up at it, and he says, "Now I can get disability." And I didn't quite understand the one with the black animals where they have a white animal and then they put the black animal in front of it. I didn't quite get that. Are they trying to say?
Copied Chris too.
Did you see that? It was everybody was posting this.
No, I didn't see that.
With a white dog and a black dog or a white cat and they had them looking up at the what was that about?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I didn't understand it. I guess I get the jokes later.
It might be a delayed reaction. I don't know.
Of me.
Yeah, I sent a videotape of it. Chris, I carboned you on it too. My videotape of the eclipse yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we really got. Did we get it much here?
No, we got it right at the peak of it. See, we were like probably 700 miles south of where it hit. It was up in Oregon.
In Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. And so we're quite a ways south of that.
Let me see. My daughter sent me something where she got it. Let's see. Where she put her phone out the car. I said, well, I hope you weren't looking at it.
Yeah, Trump looked at it without glasses on.
I know. Can you believe that?
Good.
Burned out his retinas.
Yeah.
See, that was what came here.
Yeah.
Did you get that video I sent you, Chris and Carol?
No, I don't have a video. I got the.
It's in Messenger.
Oh, so let me check it out again.
Yeah, it should be a little video. Wait a minute, maybe you didn't get it. Why didn't it go? Well, that's cool. Let me try it again. Shit. I don't know why it didn't come to you. Hold on.
No, I didn't get it. I got the pics.
Let me send it forward. Let me forward to, let's see, Chris, bass, the rhythm, the rebel. All right, and then we're going to forward it to Carol.
Okay, there it goes.
Carol, coming to Carol.
I guess because I didn't really eat.
And Lee Michaels.
I'm sure it's something stupid.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
No. Oh, Lord. I sent it to you too, Lee, so you get a good look at it.
Okay.
There you go. You got it? Lee Baby.
Oh, man. The one nut eclipse.
No, there's two of them down there.
Have you seen the
Like
one? Have you guys seen the eclipse they did with the president's face?
Oh, yeah, with
Obama and Trump. Well, Obama's in front of him.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a kick out of that.
Yeah,
that was really hot.
Sent that out to a few people.
Mic check. Mic check.
What are you doing over there?
Playing with my buttons.
It's noisy. It's dirty. You got dirty buttons. Scratchy.
I was putting the pad on there to see what it sounded like. I need to get me a new symmetric.
Telling you to log in.
You need a mixer.
I got a mixer sitting right here, X1832.
I'm working on it. So why don't you,
Lee, this coming from the man who couldn't get his phones to work for 2 weeks. Don't tell me how to route my audio.
Take your mic mixer, your mic and your processor, run that into your console, then out of the console into your computer, and do a mix minus with that, as opposed to going out of your mic processor directly in.
I'm getting ready to order a Audio Science sound card for this new computer, so it'll be a PCI Express sound card with XLRs just hanging out the back of the computer, so it's going to be a lot cleaner anyway. It's a $900 sound card, though, just the sound card.
You don't need that, man. That's wasting
I'm going to get it. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Listen,
it
okay.
is.
Well, I'm going to get it. So
all you
ain't shit
need-
you can do about it.
I know.
So
You just going to waste some money.
Yeah,
See, you
that's
see,
what I'm
folks,
gonna
you see how hard-headed he is? He's just an old hard-headed rascal.
do. Oh, hard-headed.
Oh, hard-headed. You're going to spend $900 on a damn sound card
Cracker ass.
that
cracker.
you don't need. You
I
don't
want
need it.
I'm going to get it.
I know it. I know. I like toys as well.
Yeah.
I'm just jealous. I'm just hating on you because
You can get it too.
I know. That's a
It's
good
amazing
card.
when I don't buy a hooker for 2 months, I accumulate a little money.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go to the one of those stores and buy a fake one so you don't have to spend money?
Yeah, that's humiliating. You got to clean it up and wash it and put it in the
A
dishwasher.
fake prostitute?
Don't you wash yourself after you're done?
A silicone vagina.
Yeah, they have them.
I tell you what.
Yeah,
when
I've
they-
tried them. They're no good. They ain't worth nothing.
Well, the vagina flashlight, something like that.
Yeah, fleshlight. It's called a fleshlight. I had one of those. I threw it away because I was afraid if I die in my house, my kids find that shit. They'd be like, "Damn, what the hell was Danny doing up in?"
Well, now they know because you just said it publicly. So
Yeah, but they
now
don't
the
listen
world
to the
knows.
Lee Michael show.
Well, they will because I'm gonna send it to them.
Yeah, go ahead.
They'll find out in a moment.
Did you see yesterday? They were talking about being blind, and the eclipse can make you blind, and Stevie Wonder said, "Well, I'm blind, but at least I ain't black." By guy,
He didn't say that.
he did.
He said he ain't black.
He said, "I might be blind, but at least I ain't black." Goddamn.
You know, it's
He
funny
didn't
though.
say
Different women I know, they all dated him, and it's like he bought them all jewelry.
Yeah.
Why are you putting Stevie out on Front Street?
Now Stevie has some pretty women. I don't know why he wasted his time on pretty women. If I was blind, I'd have ugly
I don't
women
think
with
they
good
were all
personalities.
If you want to
I
be
couldn't
happy
see.
for the rest of your life, make a
Robin
ugly
Harris said,
woman
"Find your
wife."
ass an ugly woman."
That's
Shit.
right.
Bitch, I'm going to the moon. I'll be back. You be careful. Because, you know, I wouldn't want nothing to happen to you. And please don't call me a bitch in front of the kids. All right, ho, I'll be back in a couple of days. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all don't know that song I was just singing.
Who was that?
I'll sing it again.
If you want to
That
be
Jerry
happy
Lewis?
for the rest of your life, make a ugly woman your wife. Y'all don't know that one? I'm trying to remember the
No, I
guy's
never
name.
heard that one.
I've heard of it. I don't know. I've got
Yeah,
the
it was-
artist.
You know-
name.
you
it was
know-
back
Did you
in the
know-
60s.
It's funny.
Did you-
You guys base a lot on looks, but a lot of times
we don't.
men are ugly too.
Oh, yeah, you had an ugly husband.
You think
Yeah, look at Trump. Look
you
at
think-
Donald Trump.
You think
Goddamn.
Tony was ugly?
Oh, now you done hurt her feelings. Now
You
look
think
at
Tony was ugly?
Oh,
You said he
hell,
was
you
ugly.
know-
I didn't say
No,
he was
I
ugly.
said Michael Jackson said that I didn't.
Right. Well, that's right. You did say Michael say it.
Yeah.
Y'all were the beauty and the beast.
You think he's ugly?
She's hurt by
Oh,
that.
hell. You done opened up a can of worms now.
See, he wasn't to me.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord
My
Jesus.
sister.
Not when I
rest
first
in
met,
peace.
but I've never liked pretty boys. Never.
My sister Margaret, she's deceased now, but every boyfriend she ever had I thought was unattractive. But that was just my personal point of view. But she loved them all. So that's all
Yeah,
that matters.
beauty's in the eyes of the beholder.
That's right.
I don't like pretty boys.
Well, what's pretty?
There are men that are pretty. There are
But
men
isn't that also subjective by each individual?
No, I do like that one actor. He's out right now in a movie with Matt Conley, I think. I can't say his name. IDRI or something.
Idris Elba?
Him. What did you call him?
Idris Elba?
What'd you call him?
Is that
His
who
name
it
is the black guy from England?
Oh, I like him.
Idris Elba. Yeah, I've done commercials for him.
I like him, and I like the guy Common.
He played Stringer Bell in The Wire.
That's a good-looking man.
Which one?
He's
I like
a good.
The Rock,
he's
too.
Idris Elba. You know, he played in a bunch of shows and movies. He's got some movies out now. I think he's got 2 movies out right now. He's a brother from England, but in like in The Wire and most of the movies, he just talks like an American.
I could see him playing James Bond now.
I think they were talking to him about doing that.
Yeah, he looks
and you
like
know,
it should be.
them crackers going to lose their mind. They bring a black James Brown.
James Bond.
Black James Brown.
Black James Bond, you know.
Yeah, wrapped around with a bunch of white girls of all ethnic backgrounds, you know.
Well, that's why people are tripping with the Bachelor, because Bachelorette, because she brought on, there were 4 brothers, I think. But the one guy snitched on it. He said that they were just brought on just to have them there, that she doesn't like brothers. And he said...
You mean black men?
Yes, well, I call them brothers. And she commented...
Are you related to them?
No, but he commented... what did he say? He said that in 3 weeks, they knew they were going to keep one of them. And they'd already picked who she was going to keep on. But the one guy point blank told her, I'm not going to ask you to marry me.
One of the black guys?
The white guys. One of the black guys, he was on, and they showed it. This girl showed up. She had been dating him. But he was such an asshole. He turned around and said, she was sleeping with me. In other words, she was just a fly-by-night to him.
She was a midnight call.
It was with her all the time.
Now, has there ever been a black bachelor or a black bachelorette?
Yeah, the girl was. I just said that.
Okay.
She was very pretty.
See, I haven't watched that show in years.
She came from a very wealthy family.
Yeah, I ain't checking.
She was some certain type of attorney.
Yeah, they had one. It was called Flavor of Love. They had that shit for a couple of years.
Oh, with the guy with the big watch he wears or whatever.
Flavor Flav.
It's called Flavor Flav. If you're going to call them brothers, you ought to know who Flavor Flav is.
It seemed like Brigitte, they made it look like she really liked him, Sylvester Stallone's ex-wife.
Yes, that was her little foofy, she called him.
I used to do her hair. Very nice woman. Yeah, I liked her.
You burned it all out because she's bald-headed now. Yeah.
No, she shaves it.
Oh, does she?
You're going to blame that on Carol. Poor Carol. She just get the short end of the stick every time.
You should have used a no-lie relaxer. You done burnt the damn hair out of here.
You know, you can use a no-lie, but when you take the lid off, it all becomes the same thing when the air hits it.
Really?
Yeah.
That ain't what Malcolm X said.
Do they still make that, what was it, that shaving powder that men used to wear?
Oh, yeah, Magic Shave. I use Magic Shave Gold. I use the gold on my testicles. Yeah, they make for sensitive skin. You can use the Magic.
Does it still smell like rotten eggs?
It does, yeah. You got to use it before you take a shower. It's good for your pubic area, the gold for sensitive.
Do you think we all want to know about your pubic area?
I'm just saying.
That is a little TMI.
Yeah, I think it is. You actually made me nauseous.
She's sweating over here.
Yeah, she done got all hot and bothered.
I can't imagine some.
Carol, you got to see that eclipse video I sent you. I sent it to your messenger.
It didn't come. I think you kicked me out of your messenger.
No, you should have it. Check your messenger. I think I sent it to Carol Lemire.
Carol said you blocked her from your site.
He did block me once.
Did you block Carol?
Yeah.
Why you do
Maybe
that?
I got her.
Come on.
No, I did because she was putting all that fake news on.
Carol's feelings were hurt behind that.
You know, I should photocopy everything you've done and show it to people, and they'll see the difference between me and you.
Uh-oh.
No, there's a big difference now.
There is. You put some pretty raunchy stuff up there.
Mm-hmm. That's why I blocked you, so you wouldn't have to see that.
I'm going to keep it so the day you get married, I'm going to send it all to her.
Oh, damn.
I was protecting you. I was protecting you from my perversional profane demeanor.
I can still go on your stuff. You just change your name and go in under another account.
Is that right?
I have to accept you, though. If I don't accept you, then because my stuff is set up where only friends can see my stuff.
You know what? Both of you guys have issues.
Yeah, I know I do. So that's 90% of the battle, though.
Carol's I didn't get nothing from you.
Yeah, I don't know. Lee, you can show it to her. Pull it up there and show it to her. I sent it to your messenger. You can pull it up on the screen and let her see it.
Okay, let me pull it up.
The eclipse video.
Yeah, pull it up
Maybe I blocked you.
Yeah, you probably did. Most likely. Yeah. You can block D's.
I get blocked every day by some people. They call me and they get mad. I'm blocking you today. Well, go ahead and block me.
What do you want her to block?
No, just show her the video under that picture of Soledad of the sun. You see the eclipse?
Hold on.
Just enlarge it. Go full screen.
Hold on.
Make sure it's full
screen. Slow down,
screen.
Jim. Slow down.
Go full
Take
screen.
It easy.
There you go. 222. You just saw it. So play the video full screen where she can see the sun.
I just seen it on his page. He's showing it. You probably. Yeah. Oh, they can't see it, huh?
No.
Oh, please.
You stupid boy.
I need to use some of that magic shave. I got a couple hairs hanging off them things here.
Boy, that's stupid. You're ridiculous, man. You need help. You need
She
help.
liked that, didn't she?
Yes.
Are you the one that put up that one with the woman? She's walking around with a short dress and then she bends and it's not a woman?
Who's
no,
this?
Who's that?
Who is this in the picture with Soledad?
Is that that's Ice-T.
Oh, it is T. Okay.
Ice-T.
Who's Soledad?
I love her.
Soledad O'Brien.
Soledad O'Brien.
Who is she?
Hey, did you know Trump has the Secret Service is out of money?
I saw that. Yeah.
The Secret Service is unable to pay their employees anymore. He has depleted their budget for the year.
Whole year. In 6 freaking months.
He's already blown the budget.
Why?
And so they're going to have to have Congress do an emergency supplemental budget. So if not, he just can't.
He won't have any protection.
Kids. My God, he was charging him $130,000 a month for an apartment in his tower as a staging area to protect his family.
See, that's just un-American.
So he don't want a salary. Shit, he's raping them. And when they go to his hotels with him on the weekend, they have to pay for their rooms.
That's right.
And so he's making fuck that $500,000 a year. He's making $20 million a year off hotel fees. That's right. Shit. So.
It's ridiculous.
Y'all don't realize this guy's a criminal.
So how many family members is it? 18 or 21 that we have to provide Secret Service for?
I don't know.
He has the largest family in presidential history to protect.
Amazing.
Hey, Reagan didn't have that shit. I mean, you didn't see.
Why should they have to protect the whole family?
Well,
I've never heard of that either.
Yeah, well, that's
because he's had more suicide, more what do you call it? Not suicide.
Lawsuits?
He's had more
death threats.
No death threats than any president in history.
More than Obama?
Absolutely.
No shit. Yep. That's unimaginable.
Yeah. He truly is our.
Obama had a record.
He is our first black president. He eats KFC on the plane. And he moved his whole family in the White House. He did all the shit they said the black president would do.
Yeah. He's worse than the Beverly Hillbillies, huh?
He is. Then he's going to call the White House a dump. Say, we got to remodel it. It's a dump. You don't remodel it, hell, he's going to be out of there when it's Mueller time here directly.
Okay, let's go around the table here. Time. All right, I'll start with you, Apollo. Is Donald Trump going to make it through his first term unscathed?
I said on Inauguration Day, 18 months or less, and I'm going to still stay with that. So I think he's got one more. He's got 12 months left. I don't think he'll make it 12 months from now.
Okay. Chris?
If the Republicans don't come together to support him, he'll be out in 2
years.
I think he'll probably be out in 2 years.
Carol, what do you think?
I hope he's out real soon. I think he'll be out as soon as they finish the investigation. I think they want to make it to possibly to where they can get them all out. If they all don't resign before then.
Well,
because I listened to part of his speech yesterday, and it's frightening. He just wants to go to war with everybody. And the comment he made about Barcelona, about the terrorists, but we had terrorists here in Virginia.
Yep.
So
you didn't want to call them terrorists.
That kind, and I was watching comments, and people were very angry.
Well, I think we have a right to be.
I even seen one of the Hammers come in and say something about the fake tan on him, that it's not supposed to look like a Cheeto.
Well, I think that Donald Trump is going to last the entire term. I don't think so. Our congressional members have enough hair on their chest to take this guy on for whatever reasons, out of fear, out of personal gain themselves. I'm not sure, or a combination thereof. And that saddens me because they're not doing the business for the people in this country. They're looking out for their own rabbit ass. They don't care really whether or not he's in there or not, as long as they can get what they're going to get. And I think our government is corrupt, and we need to vote all of them out November 6, 2018. If we're going to see any semblance in your lifetime of change, we have to start now in eradicating the business as usual, the status quo believers, the swamp masters, the career politicians. We have to start fresh. We have to put new people in, and that will be the beginning of term limits. Because if the new people you put in, give them one term to show their face in terms of what they're going to go in there and fight for. If they do not live up to our expectations, vote the punks out. Okay? That way, maybe through 2 or 3 cycles, new politicians will understand that the people, we the people, are not playing around with them.
Never happened.
And I hear that all the time. I had a big discussion, a debate with Jesse T., who comes on at 5 o'clock, who is a knuckle-dragging Republican.
Yeah.
5 o'clock Pacific time, you can check him out.
And we doing that.
We debate all the time about this. See, I'm optimistic that the people in this country will get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and eventually come up to the table and participate in the process and bring about the change that we all want. Now,
sounds of blackness. The keep on. Optimistic, but I'm telling you, the narrative is controlled by. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than those congressmen. And when you guys come to terms with the fact that the Bilderberg Group and the Rothschilds control the entire, Shakespeare said, all the world is a stage, and its men are merely players, and that's true. And there is a shadow government that hands out scripts to the entire world. And when you guys come to terms with that, you'll realize that this shit is it's not even real. It's just a facade. It's just a horse and pony show to entertain you.
Well, that very well may be, but I think we, the people, can even bring about that change.
No, you can't, because they're not going to give you the choice to bring it about. They're not going to. You have to have a choice to vote somebody out. Somebody there's no outsiders let in. I
will vote for Boo Boo the Fool.
Boo Boo the Fool can't get on the ballot because Boo Boo the Fool ain't got the $10,000 to get on it. And then look, Buddy Romer tried to run, and they kept changing the rules. They said you got to have 1% of the polls. Then you got to raise $500,000. Then when he got the 2% of the polls, then they said, well, you got to raise $500,000 a month in order to be considered a formidable candidate. And he wouldn't take any PAC money. He only took, I think it was $70. He had a $70 maximum that individuals could give him. And they kept saying he would get that, and then they would change the rules. So they knew he was an outsider. They control the rules. Just like Debbie Wasserman Schultz crooked ass. Her ass ought to be in prison right now because she's the reason we're where we're at anyway.
Well, see, I don't think any one person should be blamed for doing any one thing unless it's real egregious. But I think that our Congress, the majority of the people in the House and the Senate, are not there working on your behalf.
No, they're not there. They're working on the behalf of the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergs and whoever else.
I think it's personal. I don't think they give a damn one way or the other. You're telling me that the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergs are calling these guys up and telling them how to vote?
They're part of the Bilderberg. The Bilderberg group meets once a year.
But those guys are not at that meeting.
And they get, yes, they are. They get their marching orders from an elite group that is above them.
I have never heard that senators and congressional members are participating in those meetings that you're speaking of.
You have heads of state, you have Rupert Murdoch, the heads of the World Health Organization, the oil industry, Monsanto, the World Food, whatever they call that shit. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. But there's a lot. I'm telling you, divulge into that and do some research on the Bilderberg meetings.
I'm saying the congressional members are not at those meetings. Maybe the Monsantos and big corporations like that.
Our presidents and our Secretary of State and you got all the heads of state from all the major countries that go there, and all the media executives go there. So you got to realize they all come together. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this, this, and this. The media, we need you to distract them with this while we're doing this, and this is the narrative. And MSNBC, you're going to divide them with this, and Fox, you're going to divide them with this, because if we keep them divided, then we can sneak this shit on in, and then we're going to have to pass this legislation, but we're going to make them accept it because we're going to use this as a fear-mongering tactic to allow us to pass this legislation to take their privacy and their rights. And it's a slow process, but it's just basically the scripts are written and handed out, and then they come back and tell Congress, okay, these are the scripts. When you realize that when the curtain goes down, man, these guys are just actors. They're really just actors. And I think everything, and I was here before, and you guys reeled me in with the shit, but I'm back to my original conclusion because it's the only thing that makes sense.
Wow. Sounds like a great movie to me.
It's not a movie. It's a reality that's going on right in front of your eyes. And until you accept it and realize that history is, this has been a ping pong match. And because we have new people and a new generation, they'll fall for the okie doke again. You know? And you've lived long enough to see the shit repeat itself. Okay,
but see, you're talking to the 100% optimistic tree hugger.
God bless you.
Save the whales, hug the trees. I'm that guy. Yeah, definitely free love. I don't want to pay for that. I've already paid enough with all the 2,700 wives. I got nothing left. So it's got to be free for me.
That's right. I ain't mad at you. Go on, break it.
I'm looking for free love. Who did that song?
Tony Gray.
No, man. Tony can't hold a bucket of water, let alone sing.
I couldn't tell. What's the song called?
Free Love.
With your rendition of it, I really couldn't tell.
Well, hey, listen. I cannot sing worth a damn. Okay, so that's true. Yeah, it's called Free Love. Let's see how smart our audience is.
So what year did it come out?
I want to say that was in the 70s. Female artist.
A female artist?
Mm-hmm. Let me open up Facebook.
Wasn't Donna Summer, was it?
No. Nope.
What kind of song was it?
It was up-tempo.
I don't know.
You must have been doing country radio during that time.
Was it? No, I don't know.
Depeche Mode. I see you Googling it.
I see Depeche Mode.
No, ain't
them. They have a song.
No, it was a solo female artist. Song was called "Free Love."
Don't know. So tell me.
Nope. Do your homework.
Well, shit.
Come on, you got Google in front of you. Gee, bitty, wee bitty.
It says Depeche Mode. That's all that comes up. Well, Free Love, Depeche Mode. That's it.
No, so go to YouTube.
That motherfucker must not have charted at all.
It was not a #1 song, but
did it
Carol,
get any airplay?
Are they still collecting money every time Apollo Casas?
No.
No, they lost count.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you ask me, Apollo?
What did I ask you?
Somebody asked me a question.
Yeah, I asked you a question if you know who the artist is that did the song called Free Love.
No.
I got My Love Is Free by Double Exposure from
No, that was a great song. That was a disco song. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that was a great song.
There's no song called Free Love.
Yes, it is. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay, well, I can't find it.
Well, keep looking. I'm going to go now, where are you searching? Google or YouTube?
You told me to go to YouTube. I went to YouTube.
All right, now, if I find it on YouTube, I'm going to hang up on you. Free.
Wow, they still haven't found that kid. To do.
Oh, was it Gene Carn?
Yes, you win. Da, 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 da. You don't know that song, huh?
Hang on, let me see here. Skip that.
Damn, I go straight to YouTube in 1976.
Where's the volume on this?
Did anybody on Facebook get it? I'm going to play a little bit of it.
Lee Baby Michaels. It's some free love for you on KATZ. We're getting it in.
That's about right. Oh, yeah. Putting it down. Gene Carn giving up some free love.
Look at him hitting that post, baby. Look at him hitting that thing.
I cut off getting in Facebook jail, man. Gotta be careful.
Hey, Lee, I sent you a song I want you to hear. You can't get to Facebook jail because it's a new artist.
Well, that don't mean nothing.
And I'm helping them out some. I sent you a. She actually was signed to Def Jam South, but she left the label and she's back in Charlotte working with a friend of mine, Kenny Quiller. He was her manager, and then she left him and went to Def Jam, and now Big Red dropped her, so she's back.
Are you buying clothes?
Yeah, I'm going to buy some clothes for my new girlfriend when I get her.
What's her name?
Don't have one.
She's a German Shepherd, I think.
No, I don't know how I got on this page, Carol. It's called Rosewe.
Rosewe.
ROSEWE.com.
That's that red hair.
But I like this outfit here. What do you think, Carol? Is that nice?
Red Devil.
That roseweed.
Yeah, that's cute.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's nice.
Pass that.
That's a nice
As long
outfit.
as you don't have back fat.
Back fat?
Back fat.
Yeah, that would be.
That was a group. That was a group, wasn't it?
Back fat. Fat
Is
back.
this the future?
Fat back.
Yeah.
Back fat.
Back.
Coming back.
That's
It's
ass
the Back
backwards.
Fat Band.
You remember them?
Is this the future? Just Jerry Bledsoe.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the future? Yeah. The Fatback Band. What year was that? That was in the 80s, I think. Yeah.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Back now at the Jack Off Hour. This is DJ Easy Dick.
Jack
Baby. With Lee Baby Michaels on the station that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat dick.
No, shut up, man.
If you're looking nuts, it's W Balls.
Do that stuff when we're off the air, man. We don't want to hear that crazy stuff you talk about.
That was on Snoop's album, and that was on Snoop Dogg's album.
Well, that's,
we're back now at the Jack Off Hour with Lee Baby.
Fatback Band.
Yeah, Is This the Future? Play Is This the Future by the Fatback Band. It's got Jerry Bledsoe talking in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is this the future? Is this the future? I sent you a song. I want you to hear it.
I can't hear it.
I emailed it to you.
I can't hear it.
I am the radio coach at gmail.com.
It's not I am. It's I radio.
I know what it is. You know I'm just messing with it. I
I be the radio coach.
iRadioCoach.com.
Do you play video games?
No.
Carol, do you?
I used to. I don't now.
Yeah. Chris, do you do video games?
Not at all. No.
No.
I played Combat on my 2600.
On your 2600. What's a 2600?
An Atari 2600. You never played Combat?
I never owned an Atari. I've never owned
television.
Any of the video games. Xbox or what's the other one?
PlayStation.
No, I've never owned any.
Or
of them.
Nintendo.
Nope.
Nintendo
Nope.
Wii.
Nope. Never owned any of them. Never been a video game player.
Yeah, I did back in the day. I think the last thing I had was an Atari 5200. That was the last thing I played.
5200. You was shitting in tall cotton.
That was a bad boy, man. That was all right.
No, I never got into the video. Yeah, I did for about 6 months. I was addicted to Flight Simulator. Did you guys ever mess with that?
No, I see you be flying on the weekends with your homeboys, though. Y'all be getting it in.
What are you talking about?
You be flying around in a plane with your people on the weekend.
Oh,
You
yeah,
and Ron somebody.
Ron Ellison.
Ron Ellison.
Yeah. You haven't been out in a while with him.
Your daughter was mad. Like, Dad, please stop doing that on the weekend.
I know.
Stop flying.
You would not believe the cold she raked me over on that.
Yeah.
Dad, that makes no sense. I said, why is that, Sarah? She hates when I call it Sarah.
Sarah, smile.
Yeah, she was born right about
Won't you
that
smile
time.
a while for me, Sarah?
Sarah. Yeah, so
That was a great record.
It was. It was that. It really was.
Did you play that song?
I did.
Hall and Oates at Blue Eyed Soul.
That's right. I remember one time I was at KDIA in Oakland, and I slipped and said Hall and Ass.
Hall and Ass. Damn. Here it is, Hall and Ass.
Hall and Ass. Oaks, I'm sorry. And that wasn't a slip. That was deliberate. I just wanted to see if Keith Adams, my program director, was listening. And he was.
Okay, it worked.
Yeah, he walked into the studio and just looked at me over the top of his glasses.
Remember the group intro, they had a song called Come Inside. It was about 92, 93. Intro was the name of the group.
I remember the group, but I don't remember the song.
They did a remake of Stevie Wonder's Ribbon in the Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And so it came up on my log, and I remember, I forget how I said the break, but I said, man, and this is intro. You know them. They did Come Inside, and this is their version of Stevie Wonder's blah, 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 blah. And then I thought, you know what? That song didn't really need to be remade, so I hope this is a good one because it takes a lot of balls to mess with a Stevie Wonder record.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I did my break, and my PD, Brian Douglas, said, Apollo, did you just say balls on the air? I'm like, yeah. I said it took a lot of balls to mess with us. You can't say balls. I'm like, come on, dude. We're a rhythmic CHR. I can say balls on the air. And so he called me out for saying balls on the radio.
He's one of those weak PDs. Don't call his name it would not have bothered me.
I won't say Brian Douglas's name.
See. You know, duct tape won't even stop you, will it? Duct tape and a red ball in your mouth would not stop your foolishness.
No. Nope.
Bashir Jones is running for safety education. For Ward 7 councilman.
Hey.
But Bashir, tell us what city you're in, man. I guess
Bashir.
If people know you, I guess, but I'm in LA. I'm not sure where you are. Let's look.
Bashir Jones. Is it SHIR or EER?
BASHER.
ER.
Yeah.
Basher Jones. That's Basher Jones from down there. That's one of them Jones boys from around the corner. You know Basher.
Lives in Cleveland, Ohio, from Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so all my people in Cleveland, Bashir Jones is running for councilman. I don't know much
you
about
know
his
anything
political
about
back. No, I don't.
Yeah, we can't endorse you, bro.
I'm not endorsing. I'm just bringing his name up. So it's up to you to go do your due
diligence. Is he a white boy?
I don't think so.
I see a big fat white boy named Bashir Jones.
Now he's got a nice header on his page with his name.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta go. I love y'all, man, but I got to go.
No, well, you just like to bail out, but that's okay.
Lee had me up all night talking about old school stories and shit.
Yeah, no, you guys was like 3:00 in the morning your time. By the time
I know, let me off the phone. I kept yawning and shit. Like, look, man, I got to go. And then Lee would say, "Yeah, all right, bro. Hey, let me tell you one more story."
No, that was not me. It was your buddy.
That was Todd.
Todd, yeah. Todd kept it going.
He was drinking that Belvedere vodka. That's why.
Is that what it was?
Oh yeah, Todd was getting his brain
getting it in, huh?
Yeah.
Seemed like a nice guy. I have heard his name in the industry before, but I don't think we ever met.
Roshan made him work on his wedding day. He wouldn't give Todd.
No.
Todd literally came to the station in his tuxedo.
No, he did not.
Swear to God.
Roshan.
Ask Roshan.
Roshan did that? Roshan Vance?
Yep. And Todd was like, man, he said something about, man, I need something. Roshan, I can't do it, bro. It was something, and Todd was like, but I remember Todd said the most fucked up thing Roshan ever said was, well, you know what, brother, I don't have those problems because I'm adequately compensated by the company. Todd was like, man, adequate these nuts.
Damn.
But Roshan did make him work on his wedding day. So Todd said, I do. Then he got in the car and flew to the station.
Wow.
And his honeymoon was spent playing the best variety of.
No. Roshan.
Swear to God.
Roshan.
The ugliest DJ in the Carolinas, Roshan Vance. That was his on-air thing.
I remember that.
Roshan Vance.
He was ugly in St. Louis and everywhere else.
Well, we had Tim Green across the street at Kiss 102. He was a brother. And his thing was, hi, I'm Tim Green, one of America's sexiest DJs, according to Playgirl magazine. and so he had that, and Roshan was the ugly man.
Wow. I say Tim Watts for mayor in Baltimore. I bet you Tim Watts could run for mayor and win. Tim was local.
Well, Trump could shoot people in the middle of the street and still win.
Well, he proved that to be true. Because no matter what he pulled out of his pie hole, he won. But I still think it was not a legitimate.
Well, there's two sides. Both sides are to blame for that.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's why I advocate every day come out in record-breaking numbers. November 6th.
It don't matter if they hack the voting machine, though.
Let's make it impossible for them to steal it.
They hacked it in Vegas a month ago at DEF CON. They hacked that machine in 1 minute and 40 seconds.
What is that? Isn't that something?
1 minute, 40 seconds. They changed the results of the election.
Amazing.
And y'all think it's a democracy's ass.
It's disappointing that something like that could possibly happen.
Well, it went down. It damn sure went down.
Now, they were able to break in, but were they able to get to the data and manipulate it?
Yes, and they got in the mainframe and changed the results. So if you voted for this person, it gave actually a vote to that person.
Wow.
Yep. And so, I mean, if they were able to do that, all they got to do is do that in key areas.
Well, we know that there were, 23 states
right,
that eliminated people from the voting rolls. So that's damn near 50% of the states were affected by that. So if you went to the poll and was not able to vote, or they gave you a provisional ballot, and if that ballot was never counted, that would definitely impact. If you could steal 1 million votes from each state, that's 23 million votes
Yeah, but they only had to win a few key states.
Right.
I mean, obviously, she won the popular by 3 million. So they just targeted the battleground states. That's all they had to do.
Exactly.
That's right.
So shoe in. Well, folks, I'm going to continue to be optimistic and believe that we can win
The
this
blackness, keep on.
if we all go to the polls and do our
Used to
God-given
go to the polls every night
opportunity.
after work. Back in the day.
You used to go to the poll after work. What are you talking about?
Every day. Yep. I'd go to the Black Orchid or Twiggies or the Grind.
Twiggies.
Was it you that was telling me that Mayweather's has a club in Vegas or about to open up a strip joint? No,
it wasn't me, but Aretha Franklin is opening a nightclub in Detroit called Aretha's.
Really?
Yep, that's her retirement. She's opening up a nightclub. Said she'll sing occasionally and invite her other musician friends by to sing.
Oh, that'd be a blast. I'll go to Detroit for that.
I'll meet you up there. We'll go to Black Orchid and go to the polls while we're up there.
No, we ain't going to do it.
The polls.
Hey, there was a guy named Mike Richardson who worked at JLB with me. He looked like Russell Simmons, and he used to put these glasses on, and he looked just like Russell Simmons. He had the same facial structure. And we're in the Black Orchid one night. Trey Black and I walk in, and they know us in there. And they're like, "Who you got with us?" I'm like, "Oh, that's motherfucking Russell Simmons with us." But I was just being stupid, though. I was just like, "Yeah, that's my boy Russell Simmons from Def Comedy," And they were like, "Oh shit!" And next thing I know, they're like, "The DJ, oh yeah, special guest Russell Simmons in the house tonight, sitting in VIP." And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
They believed me.
I was just being stupid. And the manager come over, like, "Hey man, can I take a picture with you?" Mike's like, "Nah, man." I'm like, "Come on, man, take a picture with me." So somewhere there's a guy with a picture.
Was he
and all
aware
the strippers.
That you had told the people that he was Russell Simmons?
Yes, and then I'm like, dude, you got to roll with it now because we're too invested in this thing. I mean, you can't come back and say they done announced you and I said, dude, we can take any girl in here home now. They think you Russell Simmons. We're gonna take 3 or 4 of these girls home with us.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, somewhere somebody has a picture thinking they had a picture with Russell Simmons and hanging in somebody's office.
That's funny. Well, as they say, it's a twin. For everybody that's alive, there's somebody out there that looks just like you.
I pity that guy. Look like me.
Yeah, right. People used to say I look like one of the brothers Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we both had hair and a mustache.
I've been told I have a brothers Johnson.
Carol's rolling her eyes and shaking her head.
Oh, I got to go for real. I love y'all, man.
Get the hell out of here.
You just said the word brother.
Yeah, but I didn't call him my brother. I said I have a brothers Johnson.
And not all brothers have a big Johnson.
How do you know? Have you been?
I'm a woman. I guess I would know.
How many Johnsons have you seen in your life, Carol?
It's not your business.
Well, I mean, but you say not all, so you obviously
the ones
taking
I've met, not all of them do. Believe me.
Well, we know Lee ain't hung, right? They don't count.
I don't know what Lee has.
She's never seen my Jabbo.
Jabbo. Stabbo. Oh, God.
I have to keep that
I'm glad that we're not really on air today.
No, we're on air.
I am too.
We have to keep Jabbo under lock and key.
How are you going to do people today? Isn't this
How's
your
he
long
going to do
day?
people today?
Yeah.
The same way he did them.
You're going to have to cancel.
He got children.
Cancel why? Oh, I got to get to work. I can't cancel.
We were supposed to have lunch.
Oh. Well, we can order
Well,
in. You want
that's
some pizza?
before he said your
I don't want
ex-husband
no
was
damn
ugly.
pizza.
Oh, damn.
That's before.
What do you want, Karen?
Well,
Come on,
I
tell
don't
me.
want pizza.
What do you want?
I don't know. I don't want Chinese food.
Okay. We know what you don't want. What do you want?
What do you want?
I don't know.
Oh, well, that's why they
You
named
gonna-
Hurricane.
you gonna miss
after all
lunch.
them years.
You better make
Lee
up
going-
your mind. Lord have mercy.
I love y'all. Y'all have a great Tuesday. I got to go.
Hey,
Yeah,
too, man.
you
it
take
easy.
care. Don't
It's
get in no
Taco
trouble.
Tuesday.
Love you. There you go. Tacos, Lee.
All right.
I love you, Carol.
Oh.
You were supposed to say thank you, and I love you too, Apollo. You can't say it, huh?
No, I can't.
There's ice.
Willing to sacrifice
our love.
No, I like him. I think he's very nice.
Would you date Apollo?
No.
Why not?
That was quick.
Yeah, really.
Because we would kill each other's.
Well, you're probably right.
Yeah,
I'm not going to deal with a man sitting at strip joints every day.
Well, I don't think he
bird
does it
baths.
every day, but, you know.
And I wouldn't want him spending our money at strip joints.
Well, you know, if you put that wham bamboozle on him, he might
I would
stop
probably
going.
have to.
Yes, he probably might be the cure.
Yeah, but he can't touch you, though, while you're having sex.
Well, according to Apollo, he can hit it from the other side of the room. So, with his braggadocious ass.
See?
Oh boy, what a crew! What a crew! Has Laura been making any comments today?
No, she told people where to go, though.
She told people to go to hell.
No, you two.
Oh, okay.
We don't have audience today.
Let's see. Took 2 pages. What is Shama saying here? It's for real. Okay. Shama, I'm just seeing your message here. I'm trying to get it to come up. This was on at 9 o'clock news the other night. And this works. They took pages on Tuesday in the USA Today. Please read it. Okay, Shama, I have to dig into this and see what this is all about. Oh, this is some junk mail stuff. Junk letter. Bill Gates is sharing it.
What?
Yeah, the Bill Gates sharing his fortune has been around for years. That's been around for years. Microsoft will pay you $245. It's bogus.
You know, it's kind of sad, too, a sad thing. I can't say the word Sierra Leone.
Uh-huh.
Did you see where they had it's killed hundreds of people? I think it wiped out a whole town.
Was that the earthquake?
It was a mudslide.
Mudslide?
It was a rain. It's very sad.
Uh-huh.
But the news don't even talk about it.
No. The news, you're right. And there was, I saw that in the twilight of my day. Early this morning, I saw a news headline about something. And that must have been, yes, Sierra Leone. That's
yeah, but it happened days ago.
Yeah. Well, it gets covered up by...
Very sad.
Stuff like that gets covered up by President Paul Ryan and
I mean, you have
goes
to
on
read
here.
it.
Yeah, that's true. You know what I want to do? Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Let's do news stories that gets no
I'm not
press.
here tomorrow.
Where are you going?
I have to have the ants kicked out of my place.
Oh, yeah, ant eviction?
Yes, I'm hoping so.
Okay, well, that's important.
Why did my shirt get dirty? What did I put on it? I just washed it. I think I had stuff on my hand. Girl trip topples baby driver at Summer Box office.
So tomorrow we're just going to do news that has nothing to do with Trump. Oh, God, that's going to be hard. No Trump news tomorrow. How's that?
Why don't you do it Thursday when I'm here?
We'll do it Thursday also. We'll do it Wednesday and Thursday. No Trump news Wednesday and Thursday. How's that? Is that possible? It's going to be hard for me. Because I can't stand the man, and I want to try to use whatever little influence I have to educate people to the reality. The reality is this guy is whatever comes out of his mouth. The speech that he did yesterday was not real. He didn't mean a word of it. That was written by somebody else, not authored by him.
His hair color was pretty nice.
Oh.
It wasn't so orange.
He lightened it up a little bit?
He did something. The hair looked a little better.
Maybe he was out there on the golf course and it bleached it out. Yeah. All right, folks. So thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And I apologize for the technical problems that we had in the beginning of the show. And I'll go to work on it right away to see if we can get this thing to work. But it was an update to our video streaming software that caused the issue. So they got to give me a new update to fix the bad update. You know how that goes. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning right here on the powerofvoices.com, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all the other places. Periscope, down Periscope. We're out. Thanks, Chris.
Isn't it sad?